streaming live. This is KSLA News Now.
I'm Dominique Ben. Here's a look at our top stories this morning. New this morning, Shreveport firefighters put out a fire at a popular downtown business. It happened at 1010 Bar and Lounge on Texas Street. Firefighters say around 11 last night, someone called saying that there was smoke coming from the second floor of that building. Investigators were able to confirm the fire started inside of the kitchen, but the exact cause is unknown at this time. Fortunately, the business was closed at the time of the fire and no injuries were reported. Today, Robert Roberson is expected to be executed for the death of his 2-year-old daughter. It was supposed to happen earlier this month, but a Texas court paused it due to the Texas's 2013 junk science law. If executed, this would make him the first person in history to be executed for shaken baby syndrome. Roberson was sentenced to death after he was found guilty of killing his 2-year-old daughter, Nikki. Roberson's attorney says only the Texas Criminal Court of Appeals has the authority to grant Roberson a new trial. The Supreme Court heard new arguments on a Louisiana case that could have effects on congressional redistricting across the country. At issue is a congressional map that was signed into law last year, creating 2 majority black districts in the state. Louisiana Solicitor General argued against the state's redrawn map, saying race-based redistricting is contrary to our Constitution. The Supreme Court isn't expected to deliver a decision until next spring or summer. A decision may come after states hold their primaries, meaning it would likely have no impact on next year's midterms. Harrison County will soon have quicker response times in rural areas and be able to talk with other law enforcement agencies across the state. The grant coordinator says the radio upgrade will replace a 50-year-old system which suffers from dead zones in some parts of the county. The new system, the Texas-wide radio network, or TexWarn, will allow for a third dispatcher and expedite calls when moments count.
And it's going to take us out of the dark ages. For years, you know, every little entity has had its own little radio system, and that's the only people they could talk to. You had somebody else's channel or some other method to communicate with them.
Because of grants, the county will pay about $2 million of the $7 million cost for the new system. May says it will be in place within the next year. Marshall Police also upgrading their dispatch with a similar system. And we could see some severe weather in the Arklatex later this week. Going to send it over to you, Evan, for a look at the forecast.
Hello, yes, it's going to be coming in for your weekend, too, so watch out for those weekend plans. We have the latest on the timing. We have the latest on the coverage. Expect it all in our latest forecast here for you. Coming on up next.
Now, KSLA First Alert Weather.
Hey, good morning to you. Thursday and Friday themselves are looking just fine. It's the weekend again when we run into problems. Let's get to that after getting the easy part of the forecast out of the way with. Temperatures upper 50s for you, lower 60s. I think this is the first time this entire work week I've seen temperatures below 60 degrees in Shreveport specifically. 59 right now. So again, maybe just a touch cooler actually out in some pockets of northwest Louisiana here for you this morning. Most of us, though, again, settling along in the mid to upper 50s here to start off your day before our mornings are actually going to start to rise a little bit starting tomorrow morning and continuing into the weekend. Meanwhile, highs today still get up into the upper 80s, lower 90s despite our cool start off to the morning. So plenty of sunshine awaits us here for both Thursday and Friday. But we really want to keep you first alert about what's happening here for this weekend. Severe storms are possible here for Saturday, specifically Saturday afternoon and Saturday night. Everything should clear out by Sunday, so if you got any plans or you're looking to get out this weekend for a specific time frame, Sunday, much better day to do it, much more cautious and optimistic day to do it, essentially. Notice the highs on Sunday as well. Cooling off finally behind a cold front that pushes on through on that for that Saturday. So highs are only around 80 degrees on Sunday. Again, that chance of storms on Saturday too brings us a chance for severe weather. In fact, we have a slight risk of severe weather. In fact, for the majority of the Arklatex that at least goes through the I-20 corridor, including all the northern half of the region, the southern edge still likely to get a marginal risk. Now, this is talking about hail, strong winds, and yes, even the chance of tornadoes. That's why we want you to stay weather aware with us here at KSLA News 12, especially heading on into your weekend. For now, first alert check to your traffic, though. Heading on out the door here for your Thursday morning. Going on into Bossier, that construction zone starting to clog itself up. Airline Drive, Benton Road, just tiny delays, but nothing massive here at this time frame. Jimmy Davis Bridge, hey, that's still looking good to go here for the start of your Thursday. Next up, rest of Shreveport, starting to get a little delay on LA 3132 right before Mansfield Road. That's if you're going eastbound out towards I-49. Watch out for that. Lastly, quick check into Texarkana. All going along smoothly here for the start to your Thursday. Coming up, again, we'll have plenty more updates about the severe weather coverage on for Saturday on KSLA News 12 throughout the day today. Again, stay weather aware with us this weekend.
And you can stay connected with us right here on the KSLA News 12 app. You can watch our next newscast at 9 this morning. We have all of our top stories and headlines, and after that, you can get your First Alert Weather Breakdown podcast at 10:30. Today, First Alert meteorologist Evan Thomason is taking you out to the tropics for the latest on action in the tropics out there. Until then, you can watch KSLA News Now, the KSLA News 12 app, Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. We leave you with a live look.